ask you a question. Tell me, I'll give you 4 or 5 things. Tell me which one's different. Red Delicious, Macintosh, Golden Delicious, Corona, and I already said Macintosh. Well, let's just do those 4. Out of those 4, Corona. Corona is the different one, right? Corona. You're only half right. From the consumer's perspective, you nailed it. The rest are just apples. But the Corona is different. But from the Apple's perspective, the vendor, you're totally wrong. Because if you're the Macintosh, you're like, well, hold on. I'm the tart-tasting Apple. Granny Smith is a granny. And Red Delicious, a little crunchy. Oh, I'm totally different than those. And Granny Smith is like, wait, hey, I'm the established Apple. I've been around a long time. I'm a little bit mealy, but I taste pretty good. All the Apples perceive themselves differently. There is a problem that we are experiencing in this situation, and it's called labeling. So in your business, how do you change your label? If you're a speaker, and I'm not, that's a great thing, but your consumers are saying, well, you're all speakers. What is your difference? And here's the key. Recognize that 95%, just like Cirque du Soleil, 95% of what you do and I do and everyone else does is exactly the same. So don't worry about that. We all speak. It's 5% you do different. And that is where your label has to be. Consumers, people that buy our services, assign labels to us because they have to. It's easy to understand what you do if I assign a label to you. When I did computer network integration, I was the computer guy. And when someone else would come in and sell computer services, that was the computer guy. And when she came in and sold computer services, she was the computer guy. We're all computer guys because to the customer's perspective, to understand and learn all the intricacies of what I do and how great and how different I am, it was too complex. So I was the computer guy. And what happens when you get assigned that one label of just being the computer guy, the only way I can differentiate myself is price. I gotta be the cheaper guy. I gotta be cheaper. You know, this is a computer guy, this is a computer guy. Why should I use you? Are you cheaper? And Apple's an Apple's an Apple. Are you the cheapest Apple? You know, we'll go out and pay $7 for a Corona, but if a Macintosh is charged $7 and there's a Granny Smith for $1, why would I pay $7 for a Macintosh? It's an Apple. It's just an Apple. A Corona is so distinctly different that we'll pay a premium for it. And that is where your label has to be. Because if you allow people to label you with a common label that they quickly understand, they're going to put you on price. If you give them a label that breaks them and gets them asking the most important question in the world, what does that mean? Then you've opened the opportunity to explain your differentiator and sell at a premium. When my company, the first company was called Almec. We did computers. We changed our name from Computer Networks, because that was computer guys. It was basically interchangeable, to Hedge Fund Technology Specialists. That's the only thing we did. We had one client that was a hedge fund. I didn't even really know what a hedge fund was. I still kind of. We changed to Hedge Fund Technology Specialist. I appreciate the laughter. I love you. I love you. There's. That's my comment I keep. You. Yeah. You complete me. We said we were a hedge fund technology specialist, and when we go into a company, we'd say, oh, we're hedge fund technology specialists. They would say, what is that? They open the door. We point to our 5% differentiator. This is what we do. 95% was the same as everyone else, and we could dictate a premium. Our prices went up about 75% overnight doing that. And then that company went, it's now in the millions. I actually sold the company, and it continues to grow under that same premise. And it's an international company now. Change the label. In business, this plays out on a national scale in the circus industry. Does everyone know Barnum Bailey, Ringling Brothers Circus? Okay. Do you know what they charge for, what the ridiculous price they charge for a ticket if you want to see them in Madison Square Garden? What do they charge? $40, $50. Yeah, or actually more in oh yeah, for the crap seats. Yeah, yeah, $40, $50 to park your car. Yeah, they charge on average about $100 if you want to see them in Madison Square Garden. The number 2 run-up circus in this area is Big Apple Circus. Do you know they charge for the same spot for the same ticket? It's about $25, 1/4 of the amount. The reason they have to do it is Barnum Bailey has achieved incumbent status. They are the big player. If you go to Barnum Bailey, it's safe. They've been around forever. They're big names. Got to be a good show. Big Apple Circus, I don't know, but they are a circus, just like everything else. So I'll go if it's cheaper. They're just a computer guy. It's a label. It's a circus, a circus. There's another type of circus that goes around that will barely pay anything for. It's called the Carny Freaks. your local town, the carnies come. It's like, I'll barely pay $2 for a ride, and just don't touch my children. Please do not touch my children. Right? They have to compete on price. They could never charge the premium. But there's one circus that changed its label, and now they can charge a premium. Do you know what it is? Cirque du Soleil. We all know Cirque du Soleil. They did the smartest thing. They gave it a different name. They don't even call themselves a circus. The circus is not even in there. It's Cirque du Soleil. It's a French word. I don't even know, from Montreal. Cirque du Soleil. And they differentiated themselves in how they present themselves. What they did, there's a great book that has a case study about this called the Blue Ocean Strategy. But what they did was they looked at Barnum Bailey, they looked at Big Apple Circus, and they said, what do people love about the circuses and what don't they like? And they said, people love animals. We love the tigers and the elephants and all that stuff. But we hate animal abuse. We don't like to see them chained up or hit. So Cirque du Soleil says, how do we implement animals without animal abuse? Well, we'll put acrobats in animal costumes and no one will know the freaking difference anyway. And we love it, right? Then they say we love the acrobatics, so we're going to ramp up the acrobatics, and we really are freaked out by the clowns, so we're going to have no clowns. And they made those simple, minor changes. They put a new label to it, and our minds, as consumers, no longer could put it in that category. They weren't just another apple. All of a sudden, they were the Corona. It's different. They're Cirque du Soleil. They're not a circus. Do you know the internal operations of Cirque du Soleil? The internal infrastructure is 95% consistent with Barnum Bailey Circus. They're only a 5% difference in how they operate. Yet because their label, Cirque du Soleil, and all the emphasis is about that 5% difference, it becomes a whole new experience to us. And we consume it. And we pay a premium. Cirque du Soleil dictates $200 a ticket at Madison Square Gardens. And they're usually sold out 2 years in advance. So good luck getting a ticket. You're going to have to see them off Madison Square Garden. It's been my privilege to speak with you. Thank you very, very much.